Hello everyone, welcome to my biology classes. So this is the part 4 from the chapter Plant Kingdom. So we already did one introductory video from this chapter where we have discussed some characteristics of plants and their different types of classification we have seen. In the second video we have discussed about algae, and in the third videos we have discussed about the bryophytes, and this is the fourth video where we are going to discuss about the pteridophytes. Okay, so let's begin with the characteristic features of pteridophytes. So they are generally known as the reptiles of plant kingdom. Alright, so last class we have discussed about bryophytes. The bryophytes were known as the amphibians of plant kingdom, but pteridophytes are known as the reptiles of plant kingdom. Okay, they are generally found in the damp, cool, shady places. Okay, they are also found in sand soil condition where there will be sandy soil condition. So there also these plants can be seen. Okay, and they are the first terrestrial plant to possess the vascular tissue. So in the last two videos we have seen that in case of algae also, in case of bryophytes also, there were no vascular bundles, means there is no xylem, no phloem. Okay, but this from this one we'll get to see, and from pteridophytes we'll get to see the presence of the vascular bundle. So we know that xylems are having 4 components, phloem are having 5 components. So out of that, the xylem vessels and the campanule cells are missing in case of pteridophytes. Is it clear? But the vascular bundles are present. The two different components are only absent in case of pteridophytes, that is xylem vessels are absent and companion cells are absent. Clear? And they are known as seedless vascular plant. They do not produce any types of seeds. Therefore, they are known as seedless vascular plants. Clear? Okay, so moving on to the next slide. So it is saying that plant body is sporophytic. So in case of bryophytes also we have seen they are gametophytic, then after fertilization they will form sporophytic plant body. So here the plant body is sporophytic, that is differentiated into true roots, stems and leaf. So here the plant body is sporophytic plant body, which is differentiated into true roots. They are having true roots, stem and leaves, means they are not thallus like. Okay, like in case of algae also, in case of bryophytes also we have seen they are thallus like, but here it is not. It is having true roots, stems and leaf. Okay, so few facts we will see now. The pteridophytes, we are having the small leaf, means they are having smaller leaf, means they are microphyles. Okay, in case of Selagilella we can see small leaves, and larger leaves they are called macrophyles, we can see in case of ferns. Okay. So few facts you have to know for your entrance exam perspective. Is it clear? So moving on to the next slide, that it is saying that sporangia, that it is talking about the leaf. The modification of leaf is called the sporangia. Here the leaves are modified to sporangia that produce your spores by meiosis. Okay, there will be a formation of spores by meiosis which germinate to produce the prothallus, means after the formation of spores, through what? Through meiosis the spores will produce, that it will germinate to produce your prothallus. Just remember, you just compare with bryophytes. So in bryophytes what we have seen, that after germination of seed, after germination of the spores, so what structure we got? We got the structure Protonema stage we got. So here after the germination of spores, after meiosis, what we get? We are getting prothallus stage. Is it clear? Okay, most of them are homosporous. The spores we are talking about, some are same size, same kind of spores we can see in some that are called as homosporous, and in some different kinds of spores we can see they are called heterosporous. They can be macro, means bigger spores also, they can be microspores also, smaller spores also. Okay, therefore it is called heterosporous, and the spores which are having the same size and all, then it will be called as homosporous. Is it clear? Now the next point, it is talking about sporophylls. Okay, sporophylls are modification of leaves. The leaf is to get modified. Okay, the leaf used to get modified as it contains a structure called sporangia. So here in the starting of this point we have found this thing terminology called sporangia. Sporangia is the modification of this leaf only. It is present in the leaf only, and here in this point it is saying this sporangia used to get developed into strobilus, one more structure called strobilus, which are a compact of leaf, when leaves are compact together to form a whole body, a fruiting body type of thing. It's not exactly fruiting body, it's look like a fruit. Okay, so this whole leaves used to clubbed up together to form a strobilus. Okay, the sporangia is a modification of leaf which contain a structure called sporangia. This one, sporophylls. Okay, they used to get modified and they will form, the leaves used to clubbed up together to form a strobilus like structure. This is the stem. This is not a fruit, this is a strobilus, a modification of leaf. Okay, where you can see this type of structure in case of pteridophytes. Is it clear? If you see a picture, then it will be more clear to you all. So see this structure, strobilus, this structure. This is leaf modification. The leaf used to get modified. Okay. This is a picture of an equisetum species from the pteridophyte category. Okay. Is it clear about strobilus? Okay, then moving on to the next slide. So they are having some very important properties, like they are having medicinal properties also. In many pteridophytes, there are many pteridophytes, okay, types of pteridophytes. So many of them are having the medicinal property, which are useful in making your medicines, okay, for the curing of diseases. Is it clear? Okay, then ornamental means what? Means they are used as a decorative purpose also. Okay, the ferns, you can see the ferns are used in the bouquet also. They are used in. They are used to plant various type of species of plants like ferns and all. The very ornamental means for decoration purpose they are used. Okay. They act as a very good soil binders also, so that to prevent from any kind of soil erosions. Is it clear? So this shows different functional properties, okay, so that it is useful in day-to-day life also. Is it clear? So moving on to the next slide. So few examples I have given here, shown here, that is ferns. You can see ferns. Okay, we also have in our diet like fiddle-headed fern. Like if you don't know, just search in Google. That is a very healthy fern. Horsetail, this is a horsetail. This is Selaginella. You have seen Selaginella and ferns, I guess. Okay. So these are the example of pteridophytes. Is it clear? Moving on to the next slide. So let us see the difference between Protonema and Prothallus. Remember, Protonema, remember in the last video in bryophytes, okay, we got protonema. After the germination of spores, there is a stage called protonema stage, and after the protonema stage, there will be a bud coming out from a protonema stage. From the bud, it will form your gametophytic plant body. After fertilization, this stage you will see, protonema stage. And prothallus stage also, in case of pteridophytes, we have discussed that after germination, after meiosis of the spores, after your germination of the spores, that will produce what? This prothallus. This is your prothallus. This is somewhat heart-shaped, and protonema is filament-like, branch-like, okay? This is a prothallus and this is a protonema, okay? So let's see the theory of it. Protonema constitute the first stage of development of the liverwort and mosses. In case of bryophytes, we have seen it is the first stage after the fertilization when the development is going on. While what is the prothallus is seen in case of pteridophytes. This one we can see in case of bryophytes. Protonema can be seen in case of bryophytes, and prothallus we can see in case of pteridophytes, okay? Then protonema is filament thread-like structure. We have seen in the diagram they are branch thread-like structure, while prothallus is heart-shaped structure. We have seen the structure, they are heart-shaped structure with many rhizoids beneath it. So under it many rhizoids, root-like structure we can see that are called rhizoids beneath it we can see, and contains both male and female reproductive unit in it in case of prothallus. Is it clear? So difference between protonema and prothallus is very important, okay? So hopefully you are understanding. So thank you for your patient hearing.